Well, hello there. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Richard. Today I am in Balbriggan, which is on the North County Dublin on the east coast of Ireland, and it's a lovely little harbour town. And the weather is cracking. It's beautiful. It's lovely. And I haven't really got any plan today bar to cut out and get a few shots. Don't know if I might hang around Balbriggan for a while. I might stay here for the day. I might move on somewhere else. We'll see what happens. But look at, anywho, like I said, my name's Richard. I'm an outdoor photographer living in Dublin on the east coast of Ireland, and I like to do photography vlogs, gear reviews, tips, tricks, all that sort of good stuff. And if that sort of stuff floats your boat, well, consider hitting the like button, comment, subscribe, yada 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 yada, all that good stuff. Sure, let's get going. Shooting it wide. I don't know what have I got on here. 16 to 35. Stuck a polarized filter on because it might definitely making a difference here because the sun is over here and I'm shooting this way. So polarized filter is really making those colours pop and taking the glare off the water somewhat. But yeah, it's a lovely setting. Like I said, I shot it wide, but I'm thinking maybe I kind of might shoot it a bit tighter. We'll see. But yeah, lovely straightforward shot to start it off with.
Did a 16:9 crop on this shot here, and I quite like it. It turned out well. I love the colours. I love the scene and the little boat coming into harbour there, and the lighthouse being lit up by the morning sun and the little red boat. So I think it's a lovely setting and quite a nice shot.
Yeah, I swapped out the lens to the 50 to 400 here, and I prefer going in tighter, get a bit more detail of the lighthouse and catching more of the water, less sand. Yeah, I think they might look better.
This shot I went in tighter. I went in around 110 mil, and it's just more detail of the lighthouse and the harbour and the little red boat and a couple of guys sitting on a stool there. Again, I think it's a well balanced shot. There's lovely colours in it, and it's a nice, peaceful, serene sort of scene.
Jesus, cracking here today. Really nice. I don't know how many photos I'm going to get, but I'm enjoying myself just exploring the harbour. It's always great coming down to the harbour. There's loads of building work going on here. They're doing massive renovations to the car park and the river. I think they're putting in a new park, and I've never seen so much building going on, so I think this is going to look fantastic in about 6 months' time when it's finished. Yeah, but it's very calm. Keeping an eye out for a few seals. Don't see any yet. But just coming, taking photos of boats is always nice. There's a few gentlemen standing over there in front of an interesting looking backdrop. So I took a few sneaky shots. I always hate trying to get shots of people, even though hopefully you made a good shot out of it, or interesting shot anyway, should I say. But yeah, I should have just given them a shout and said, "Howdy lads," smile. I'm sure they would have been quite happy, but instead I had to spend a couple of minutes doing it on the QT, you know, taking shots of everything around them and then grabbing a few shots of them. Hopefully it turned out all right, but yeah, taking shots of people out in the wild is not my forte, you know. I never feel comfortable doing it. And I don't really feel comfortable taking shots of people when it's planned either. And people are hard to shoot. They don't do what you want, you know. And they expected instant results. So anywho, we'll keep on going, keep exploring here.
Well, here's my little shot of the three lads chilling out there in front of the colourful wall. I think it turned out well. I did a square crop. I think a square crop suited that image, should I say? And yeah, I'm quite happy with it. I just think it's a nice composition and nice colours and just a moment in time.
Yeah, I like the bit of rust showing on the white wall there. Looks interesting. Whether it'll make a good photo or not, I don't know.
I'm not too sure whether this shot of the rusty pipe worked out. I like the idea of it. I'm not too sure whether the execution was great or whether the image is great. I'm just not quite sure about it. Well, I turned the camera around from the rusty pipe and it's just a lovely view, kind of a seaside setting there of the beach on the far side opposite the lighthouse. And I like the bridge on the left, the stonework on the bridge, and just the whole scene there, and the people on the beach, and again the clouds in the background. And it's just a lovely colours, and it's kind of a typical seaside setting. Like it.
Yeah, so it's a Martello tower. I've covered these in my videos before. If you want to check out another one, a little video I did in Loch Shinny. There's a Martello tower there, and it's up on a cliff. It's pretty spectacular setting. Now this is a pretty spectacular setting as well, especially in this weather. But it'd be interesting to have a look at. Find it a little bit hard to shoot, but we'll take a shot and we'll move on.
Quite like this view of the tower from the rear. Look, standing on the beach, looking back at it, you've got these abandoned buildings or sheds in the base of the tower. And I just think this is a nice composition, and in black and white, I think it works quite well. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with that shot.
It's a really stunning castle up in the hill there, way off. I don't know if you can see it in the video. Oh, it's cracking castle, beautiful. But unfortunately, there's a football pitch in front of it with a load of netting and stuff, and surrounded by housing, so it's nigh on impossible to get a nice shot of it unless I Photoshop out all the netting and everything else. But it's a beautiful castle.
But here's my shot of the lovely castle. Unfortunately, like I said in the video, the whole front of it is blocked by netting and poles and lights. So I removed as much as I could with Photoshop, but I was unable to remove some of the netting on the bottom right of the image. So if you look closely, you can still see it. I suppose if I spent a lot longer on Photoshop, I might be able to remove it.
Well, I think I'm done in Balbriggan. Like, I've been blessed with the weather today. It's gorgeous. I think though I'll head further south down the coast towards Skerries, another little harbour town. Only about a 10-minute drive from here, and I might see what the fishermen are up to there. So let's go. So, I'm in the little harbour town of Skerries, which is another really cracking little harbour town. There's some great places to eat and drink here. There's a lovely pub over there called Stoop Your Head. Do brilliant chowder. So if you're ever in here, go to Stoops. You might have to queue though, there's always a queue at the place. Anyway, get around here, get a few shots. As you can see, I don't know if you can see the tide's out. The dogs are barking, the stinks of fish. But I'll get a shot or two. I'm sure have a wander around. All right. Taking a few shots off the lighthouse there on the island, the distance, and I'm just kind of doing it handheld and using these boulders in the near here for a bit of foreground and just kind of frame it up. So they're looking nice enough. Like the sky is very, very, very blue. There's no clouds, but it's very clear, the lighthouse. So anywho, took a few shots, see how they turn out.
Well, if the lighthouse here off in the distance on the island, obviously just because it was such a distance away, there's a haze and distortion in the air. But I think I like the composition all the same, and I like the rocks in the foreground there, just to kind of balance the lighthouse and the island in the distance.
Just took a handheld pano there at about 75 mil, about 7-8 shots, just at the beach. I'm getting the tower in there, so hopefully they'll stitch together. Don't think it'll blow my mind, but could be interesting.
Well, what can I say? It's a pano off the beach with the tower in the distance. It's a bit flat for my liking, but I was more curious to see how it would turn out shooting it handheld. And I mean, it turned out fine, but I don't know about the composition. But yeah, it's worth a shot just to play around with anyway.
Yeah, so I took a few shots here. I maybe got a nice composition. So obviously you've got this Martello tower, but I don't know if you can see, but in the distance there's another one further on down. So I'm taking the shot kind of focusing on the one in the distance. I'm going like F9, F10 to try and keep this one sharp as well. And so this will take up left of frame. The one in the distance is more central on the image, and then a bit of the sea and the cliffs on the right. So, and then you've got these long grasses and flowers in the foreground. So kind of makes for an interesting shot. We'll see how it turns out.
Well, it's the last shot of the video here. Look, I don't know if any of them, or if many of them were, if any of them were portfolio worthy. I don't think so. But I had a great day, and I really like this image. I love the greens, and I love the detail of the tower on the left-hand side, and then the other tower off the distance on the right-hand side. I think it's nicely balanced, and overall, I do like this shot.
Well, that's me done now for the day. Hopefully you enjoyed your little trip around Balbriggan and Skerries in North County Dublin. I had a lovely time. Weather was great. Got out of the house. Lovely jubbly. Look, like I said at the start of the video, my name's Richard. I'm an outdoor photographer from Dublin on the east coast of Ireland, and I like to vlog and do all that sort of good stuff. So if you liked the video, hit a like. If you have any questions or comments, drop a comment. And if you really, really liked it, well, consider subscribing. Really appreciate it. And until the next time, which will probably be about 2 weeks, I'll see you. Bye-bye.